Pokemon isn't fun anymore because of Scalpers by Edvasian. We're gonna look at this. Yep, if you obviously everyone has heard about the Pokemon Scalpers. I feel like if you don't know about what's been happening with the trading card game, I feel like you live behind like under a rock. No, you live underneath like a rocky planet at this point, right? At this point, I feel like you'll have to know it simply based on how crazy it is. And to be fair, this is not just a cart specific thing, right? Scalpers have been crazy in general recently. So for one, right? Right? GTA 6 pre-orders are out, right? And people are already getting scalped. And I mean that. People are already getting scalped. Straight up. There's already scalpers. There is legit morons that will buy this game for $200. And I have to say this. Yes, the scalpers ruin the hobby. But so do the customers. Like, I will straight up say this. If you buy anything from scalpers, you are either very young, or you are outright a moron, stupid, retarded, fourth word. I don't know. Never ever buy. You are ruining the hobby as a customer if you buy from scalpers. Anyway, moving on. We're going in.
Morning, welcome back. Why is Ash from Pokemon still 10 years old? Hasn't it been like 30 years? Ah, Pokemon. A 90s kid's favorite reminder of the good old days, with not a smartphone in sight. All we had to play with were Game Boys and the outside. Simpler times when people were doing things for the love of the game. Feels like it was only yesterday when I got gifted Pokemon Blue for my birthday, leading to my dad buying me my first Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh starter decks at a 7-Eleven. Did I know anything about collecting or playing the actual card game? Probably not. I was a child with a brain that wasn't done cooking yet. Wouldn't be surprised if all I did was admire the cool Charmander art and chew on the cards for fun. So, what are kids chewing on these days?
What is that? What is that? What am I looking? What is that? What am I looking at? What?
Have you guys ever wanted to eat a Nito? Well, I have.
What is wrong with people? Oh God, we're just continuing, right? Last time we had the white girl slop, right? From the Edvasian video, right? With like the overconsumption of sugary coffees, and now we have scalpers and people who eat some plastic stress toy, whatever.
Let's eat it.
Oh, well,
Well, it's just a little, right? If it's a dog eating a Labubu, that's kind of crazy, but like, I don't keep anything that's small around my dog, because I know my dog will just obliterate anything she can find. She doesn't even get stuffed chew toys, because I fucking know she will absolutely obliterate these.
as long as they're having fun, like I said, not done cooking yet. Go ahead and pop them back in the oven. Just the brain part, not the entire kid. Hey, at least Pokemon's still a normal hobby people can partake in. Well, that's life now, I guess. It's
Brain no more. Go monkey mode. Cards. Throw hands. It's that simple. It really is that simple. Yeah, it's been crazy, right? There's people throwing hands. There's people literally committing crimes. They burn down your neighborhood with napalm if they got the chance to get like good cards. Straight up crazy out here.
been a while since I last checked in with Pokemon, but over the last decade, the Pokemon IP has gotten a bad rap for being overrun with scalpers clearing out all the shelves and fighting children for booster boxes.
Can I get one ETB? No, I need them all.
Nerds squaring up like they're in a World Star video is not what I want to see when I search up Pokemon Slap Fight. I'm looking more for something like this. So what happened here? Well, maybe those rich influencers over there have something to do with it. Once these people get a whiff of something being a potential money-making scheme, your hobby might already be cooked before you know it. Everyone can be influenced by clout to a certain degree. The way some of you will talk to a squirrel if it comes from LA, that's just modern.
arguably this all started with Logan Paul, I think, and his hunt for first edition Charizard, and now it is spiraled into this abomination, right? I watched a previous video from another nice man, who essentially, right, he was essentially saying our hobbies aren't fun anymore, and that is mainly due to scalpers. They fucking have scalpers in the sneaker community, right? There's a sneaker community, people buying like sneakers and like reviewing sneakers and, you know, collecting them like anything else that's like basically could be a serve as a collectible. They even have scalpers for sneakers. I'm not kidding. There have been scalpers moving towards other trading card games as well. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has always been around for a little bit, but also like the Dragon Ball Super trading card game and the One Piece trading card game. That has happened as well. I've seen Celestial scalpers, which is also interesting, right? And that's one of the less known ones. It has become crazy. It has. Anything's just like, nothing's a hobby anymore. Anything is just an opportunity to profit.
A celebrity worship. If someone with 1 million followers starts making content about buying Pokemon cards, and then
this douchebag, this piece of a doo-doo right there, Mr. I will scam my people with CryptoZoo and not give them the money back, or I will film a dead body and be a little jokey and funny, or ruining Pokemon trading cards.
Tells all their fans they should do it too, because it's a great investment.
I auctioned 33 of the packs off that sold for $40,000 each.
Chances are they will listen to
It isn't, by the way. It isn't unless you can spend a So it is only an investment. Two ways. Either you get extremely lucky, or you're a content creator. And you make more money back than you spend on the cards. Most normal people aren't, right? There's creators that are simply focusing just on Pokemon cards, and they're making this money back, triple, quadruple, whatever. The average person is not that. So they're not making anything back. You're not making back shit.
Successful YouTuber living in a giant mansion because they're a successful YouTuber living in a giant mansion, without realizing said YouTuber used their mountain of wealth to create the illusion of hype by buying up all the stock, making regular people panic buy, which creates more supply and demand, making the prices skyrocket. And would you look at that, we now have all these rare cards to sell you at a 500% markup rate. You know the saying, with great hype comes great responsibility. Hobbies used to be activities people do for fun. Now it's only for making a quick buck, because that's all that matters these days. Acting a fool at the Costco.
You would not believe when the PlayStation 5 Pro released, there were people buying this garbage, trash, horseshit console, which now it is, because Sony has officially killed physical media, and yeah, I wouldn't care if people pirate their ass to oblivion, right? Do it. I don't care. I'm not gonna call you out on it. Certainly not with this behavior, right? There were people buying the shit thing for like over $1,000 because scalpers were just got to it first. That's all I can say. That is all I can say. There's people out there, you can shit on the scalpers. They're absolutely shit people, but the people that buy these from scalpers are just as stupid. They're just as stupid.
Just like that.
Why everyone's so Mr. Krabs, and not more whimsy like SpongeBob. Resellers have always existed in every genre of hobby, sure. But now, it's like every trading card game has the reputation of unruly fans and scams around every corner, to the point where people will set up knockoff Pokemon vending machines with resealed booster packs. Damn, can't be trusting anybody these days. Show of hands, when you bump yourself on the head, would you go see a doctor who got his medical degree online? With a home office located in a sketchy back alley with bathtubs full of ice? Exactly. When it comes to anything important, like your health, legal matters, we should trust professionals with the right credentials. There's a reason why you wouldn't let someone with a weekend certificate handle your surgery. Just like there's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They'll fight to get their clients the best results. With over $30 billion recovered for their clients, they know a thing or two about getting you what you're owed. Cause you'd think it'd be simple, right? You get hurt because of someone's negligence, you'd expect to be compensated fairly based on your injuries. But with so many unpredictable factors in play, it's not always that easy without some help. How does 1,000 lawyers and 100 offices nationwide sound? When you hire Morgan & Morgan, it's like recruiting an army of experts to give you the best chance. Not all law firms are the same either. Pick the wrong one, ooh Molly, or whatever your name is, your case might be in danger, girl. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. And not to worry about fees. It's free, unless they win your case. For more information, you can go to forthepeople.com/Edvasian to see if you have a claim. Thank you, Morgan & Morgan.
I highly doubt that they would work for you for free, spend hours on a case, and then demand no money. I'm gonna be real. This sounds like bait, honestly. It does, I'm sorry, but it kinda does. I feel like, nah. I don't feel like this works. In my humble opinion, I feel like this is bait. Regardless, it's crazy to me. Right? It is. Right? It is, in my opinion. Also, as a grown-up man who's actually into Pokemon, whenever I go to buy boosters, a booster box in my local market, people just assume I'm a scalper. The amount of side-eye I get is insane. As I always keep my binder in my hand so that people would assume I'm a scalper. Understandable, though. Understandable, right? I get it. You don't want to get scalped. Right? I get it. It makes sense. It does. I understand. Yes, I did see it zoom. I did. Yeah, I just don't know. I feel like, right, at this point, we're at a point where anything can be scalped, right? And the customers are just as much, the people that buy it are just as much of a problem, right? Because scalpers wouldn't be able to scalp if there weren't people buying it. That's the harsh truth.
Morgan for sponsoring this video. So, manners, where do they go? Shopping etiquette has become a dying art form. Whenever there's an item in limited quantities, civilized behavior goes out the window as a stampede of wild horses start mowing down everything in their path as they make their way to the newest Dubai Chocolate Nido Mystery Labubu Dumpling Nintendo Switch 2 store. What in the hell?
I'm running to get in line. I'm recording it on the mouse.
Imagine being a regular person at the mall, watching this entire thing happen. You'd think someone yelled, "This entire floor is made of lava! Run!" At that point, I'm just gonna let my feet get burned. Way too early for all this cardio. Let's say you have a couple days off and you have a bunch of free time. Lining up the day before the store even opens to get first dibs isn't unheard of. Living on unemployed hours from time to time is kind of fun. But there comes a point when you have to ask yourself, is camping out on the hard concrete and not showering for 5 days even worth it?
Yeah, that's not normal. That's not normal. Yeah, that's not normal. This is not normal healthy behavior. This is not normal healthy behavior on how to engage. Basically, this is not normal healthy behavior on how to engage with a hobby. It just isn't. That's just... They are literally standing there and waiting like, I don't know, it's just... Nah. This is not normal behavior.
How do you people go to the bathroom? Oh, you know what? Olivia Rodrigo said she was traumatized by her fans wearing diapers. Uh-oh. Stinky. Even after braving the elements of heat, cold, and nerd BO, you still need to prep yourself for the all-out war once you get inside. This ain't no, sorry, excuse me, just gonna sneak right past ya situation. You just run at full speed, blindly following the crowd. And then you just start grabbing and hope you come out with a prismatic evolution set and not a fistful of someone's hair.
Really?
All hell is breaking loose. All hell is breaking loose. All hell is...
This looks like a mixture of scalpers and people who just want to get Pokemon cards for their kids. Sorry to this woman. She had 3 boxes snatched right out of her hands and then got posted online for everyone to see. Talk about embarrassing for little Kevin when he sees this video. Mommy, Brian said you lost a bunch of aura in Target. What does that mean?
Yeah, imagine it, right? You get posted on social media and got scalped, essentially, right? That is the crazy part, right? Now, I just think it is absolutely insane that like these are real people, right? These are real fucking people. Right? To me, this is just outright insanity. Because that's not normal, right? This is not normal behavior, right? This is just not normal behavior. It just isn't, and it never will be. This is insane to me, that's all.
Look, kid, I ain't buying anything for you ever again unless it's online. Pick a different hobby. Panic buying is a mindset that spreads fast. Companies are smart now. They're investing so much money into marketing strategies that tap into our FOMO. I don't want to be left out from newest trendy thing everyone else is doing. The fans interested in dipping their toes in trading card games get super discouraged because they can barely find any stock. And the employees watch in stunned silence as people fight over pieces of cardboard.
Bro, they are literally throwing hands. Like, they are literally beating each other's cheeks. For a bunch of cards. They're knocking their teeth out. Honestly, the payment you have to do to health insurance is probably higher than you'll ever get anything out of these cards. Also, the amount of kids miss out on this hobby. Just because whenever a new Pokemon set Pokemon set, it immediately gets sold out because of the scalpers. Shit humans. That's all. These are shit people, mind you.
Yeah, y'all taking too much.
Working in the customer service industry isn't just cooked, it's been burnt to a crisp and thrown in the deep fryer again. Minimum wage workers already don't get paid enough. Now they're expected to have 10 years experience when applying for a high school job and to be able to referee when a fight breaks out in a toy section. It's not like beating someone up will do anything for you either, other than your future employer pulling a video out during your interview and asking, "This you?" Your Crocs off, pants down to your ankles. You walk up to the cash register, super out of breath like you ran a marathon, holding a mangled Pokemon set. What do you think the proper response from the cashier will be? "Sir, you are banned from this Target. Pick up your Crocs and get the hell out." Okay, what if you ask someone with more than enough sets in their shopping cart super nicely? Never underestimate the power of being polite. "Excuse me, can you spare one tiny misery box for widow old me? A woo?"
He's literally like asked you so politely, like. He just wants the pouch.
Okay, maybe deserved because I said ooh, but man, these scalpers, you can't reason with them. The ones paying for and buying up all the stock are mostly adults, but a huge demographic of Pokemon fans are kids, who are prime targets for intimidation tactics by loser grown-ups. I don't care if you're 5 years old, no one's stopping this Sigma mindset. I live my life for me. Woke up at 3 AM, gym for 2 hours. I'm making bank, reselling Pokemon cards. Hey, is that a gun?
Huh? Oh hell nah. Oh hell no. Bro, imagine, right? Imagine, right? Right, imagine, right? Like, just imagine you get shot for buying Pokemon cards. Imagine this happens. Like, how do you come back from that? Right, imagine that happens. You're gonna knock on heaven's doors like, yeah, by the way, I got just obliterated by a dude trying to, you know, get his cards. Anyway.
That was the lamest anime villain scare tactic I've ever seen. Not only was the kid not scared at all, he even roasted him before he left. Is this perhaps Chob Chud behavior? The mental gymnastics someone has to do to think that bringing a gun to a Pokemon card fight is a good idea. There's not even a fight here, it's just a lineup. Anytime there's fresh new stock about to drop, all these scalpers can see is dollar signs, and they're not wrong. The profits for flipping a Prismatic Evolution set, which sells for around 50 USD, can reach up to 130 to 150, sometimes even more. Guess what happened when Pokemon released new merch at Target to celebrate their 30th anniversary? I'll give you a hint. Pikachu over here had to take an extra long smoke break after what he witnessed. Scalpers taking home entire displays and hiding stock under shelves so they can come back and buy it later.
What the fuck? What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? Wow, that's a new tactic. I've never even heard of that. That's a new one.
Well, it's like what that really brave kid said. Is 5 hours of your life worth a handful of Pokemon Pop-Tarts you might be able to sell for double the amount at a respectable $20?
Glad I came at 4 a.m.
They even, like, jackets, even clothes, mind you. Even fucking jackets, clothes, everything. Anything goes. That is the reality. Anything goes. Anything's fine, right? You can just, like, work with anything. Anything's cool, right? Anything goes. Sneakers, jackets, anything.
At that point, just work for a company. You probably wouldn't even have to wake up so early, and you get health benefits. People will do anything other than fill out a job application. Target did eventually implement new policies to prevent scalping. I mean, about time. Only took some fistfights and someone waving a Glock around for them to finally do something. Due to high demand, all trading card products will be limited to 3 per item per person per day. Target reserves the right to limit quantities of items to be for resale, or beyond a reasonable level a guest would use. When approached by a reseller, explain that Target no longer sells to resellers in order to allow all the ability to purchase product and to remain competitive. Okay, kinda cook something here, except how are you gonna prove someone's a reseller? I don't think people are walking around like, hi, I'm reseller. Hi reseller, I'm dad. Target's got a lot of stuff going on. Their main focus isn't going to be triple checking that each customer is a true Pokemon fan. The most they're doing is limiting the amount per transaction. So someone can buy their limit of 3 a day, go outside, put on a
Yeah, that's the thing, though. I feel like one day a dad came in with his son in my local GameStop to buy some box because it was his son's birthday. He wanted some Pokemon cards. He asked the lady in the register if there were any box left. Interesting. And, well, were there any left?
Scooby-Doo disguise, come back, buy more, rinse and repeat. One thing stores start to do is take the plastic wrap off product before selling it. Much to the chagrin of resellers, not being able to resell their wares at the highest price point possible, and then crashing out in front of the employees.
That issue.
Yeah, who gave that direction, I guess? Is there corporate gave, really? Because I've heard otherwise from corporate.
Corporate tells you that it's by store basis, and so that is what we're doing in this store.
And the shit that you see on the internet, that shit real, bro. They really cutting these ETBs up.
If you're buying cards for yourself or as a gift, they're doing you a free plastic wrap disposal service. Pokemon stores in Japan will cut the tops off of booster packs for you. They'll even have questions at the till that you have to answer correctly to prove to them you're not a reseller. Hey, no one likes the guy who says, oh yeah?
Crazy. You say you don't have any more of those? She looked him dead in the eye and said, for you I don't. Then she proceeded to tell me that guy's a scalper and that store keeps some of the boxes in the boxes in the back for kids. So you are saying, you're telling me essentially, right? What you're telling me is that these people use their own children to scalp others. That is what you are telling me. They are using their own children for scalping. That's just insane.
If you're such a big fan, name 10 songs, B-sides only. That's kind of insufferable, but in this case, I approve. You ask those resellers, what do Pokemons eat? What's Pikachu's middle name? Do you know why Ash still looks 10 when he's 30 years old? These Pokemon card vending machines were created to limit how much people can buy at a time, and to lessen unemployed behavior, like loitering around stores all day instead of showering. Even then, people are still finding a way to cause glitches on the machines to make it seem like they're not working, when in reality, they just stuffed a piece of a Dave & Buster's card in the card.
Interesting. Scalping gets caught hack. I didn't see any shelves. She went back, brought out the box. Some guy comes running. Ah, right. Never mind. I thought they were using the children already to scalp others. Never mind. Never mind. A random dude, another dude. Okay, never mind. Didn't read the full thing.
Card reader, so now no one can buy anything, and then they'll just come back later to pick up what's left. Or they'll do some caveman shenanigans like tape up an out of order sign on a machine that's working just fine.
Something just fell out, so that might be it.
It's cut, huh?
Yeah, it definitely looks cut.
For some reason, these people think it's a good idea to post physical evidence of themselves tampering with these Pokemon machines, who are like this with Nintendo, the company known to sue everyone and their dog for playing a fan-made Super Mario game once. Good luck to your digital footprint, I guess. Getting into the scalping business isn't all rise, grind, and profit with low effort money scheme, as reselling content likes to make it.
That is just outrageous. Look how much this bitch is picking up. Look at how much he's picking up. That is outrageously stupid. That is outrageous, okay? That is just... Yeah, nah, bro. That is insane. Look at this. Look at what he's doing. Look at what he's doing. Look at him. That is insanity, bro. That is just wow. Okay, wow.
Seem when companies overload stores with mountains of stock, new sets replace old ones, or the hype just dies down in general. Well, now you're stuck with $1,000 worth of trading cards, microplastics, and Pikachu onesies. Scalpers are finding out there are actually consequences to your actions when they open their fridge and it's filled with booster packs instead of groceries. And it's not just stores fighting back against cringe resellers. Regular civilians are turning into Pokemon vigilantes, roaming around Targets, stealing from the rich to give to the poor.
Bruh, that's hilarious. That's perfect. How is he even gonna carry that? He doesn't. How is he even gonna pay that? That looks enough. That looks enough to as to where you would just take out a fucking loan. Like that would be enough to bankrupt me, effectively, right? That's just crazy.
Maybe not give to the poor, but at least someone's doing something against people hoarding Pokemon cards. Well, I hate to say it, but the state of Pokemon cards is sadder than that Bye Bye Butterfree episode. The internet can be a pretty negative place. If your algorithm is only showing you scalpers, scamming kids, and adults brawling over pieces of cardboard, your outlook on picking up a new hobby is gonna be pretty grim. Based on my personal experience though, I'd say there's still a sense of community in the trading card space where it's more positive than anything. Ever since I started playing TCGs this year, I've been able to meet so many cool people, which led to all our other interests crossing over. It's kinda nice, having an excuse to go outside and actually have to hang in person instead of having plans, never making it out of the group chat. One negative thing I have to say about going to a trading card convention, hey guys, how about we all take a shower and wear deodorant for fun. Have a good day, try not to be dumb, and see you in the next.
Yeah, that's the end of the video. So, yeah, we're cooked. To be fair, it isn't just Pokemon, right? It isn't just Pokemon as a hobby. It appears to be almost all hobbies that can and will be used for this. Essentially, it is almost all hobbies and to summarize, basically everything that you can like collect will be scalped. Anything you can buy that's in a hype will be scalped. This has swapped over to any other region as well. So like Pokemon isn't even the worst. It's probably arguably not even the worst offender in that regard. Anyway, that's just sad. The sad state of society.